The Anzac spirit is beyond the true scope of understanding for the youth of today. It is hard to imagine the things the Anzacs witnessed or the widespread confusion this campaign brought for both the diggers and their loved ones back home. In a sense, we can only imagine, through the past accounts told of those veterans who witnessed both the carnage and the courage displayed through the Great War, we obtained some insight into the world before our time. Ideals passed down from generation to generation from the beginning of the Great War gave birth to characteristics such as self-sacrifice, bravery through hardship, and a constant strength that made the Anzacs some of the most renowned fighters in the war and consequently the world. The Anzac legend was born from a tragic and devastating loss, rather than from a victorious conquest. The qualities so readily displayed in the face of adversity have provided the young Australians of today and the future an insight into the inspiration, character of Larrikinism, and the powerful spirit of determination with which these men fought and used to overcome adversity and subsequent disasters by pulling together and working as a team. There is a strong sense of Australian pride associated with the Anzac legend, and knowing that this spirit
stood and still stands for reckless valour and a good cause, for enterprise, resourcefulness, comradeship, and endurance that will never own defeat.
The conflict of war bred out the pure courage and spirit of Australian and New Zealand soldiers, which reach vast new heights. The characteristics of these men became the sacred and famously venerated Anzac spirit. The legend of the Anzacs is a cornerstone that fortifies our Australian image. At a time when Australia is currently serving overseas to aid America and its allies against terrorism, the youth of the 21st century has had an insight into what the world could have resembled throughout the First and Second World Wars. In the recent campaign waging in the Middle East, the names of 21 brave young Australian soldiers who have given so much for the wars have been called, and who in the end gave the ultimate sacrifice, just as their forefathers did.
With their lives they purchased a tradition beyond all human power to appraise, and set for all time the standards of conduct for the Australian and New Zealand soldiers.
The Anzac legend inspires the youth of today to take a chance, to leap forth and discover the world. It provides them with a sense of self. We are Australians. We are a loud, humorous and proud people. A sense of history as to who we are as a nation and where we came from.
I feel the term Anzac has transcended the physical meaning to become a spirit, an inspiration which embodies the qualities of courage, discipline, sacrifice, self-reliance, and in Australian terms, mateship and a fair go.
The young cadets of today have role models to aspire and to aim for the qualities associated with the Anzacs. They adopt and use these to govern themselves. Qualities such as comradeship, courage and sacrifice, of continually putting others before self, are characteristics that inspire and do connect with the youth of today. Young Australian soldiers today are taking the same leap of faith as the original Anzacs took, in order to better the world, because freedom always comes at a cost. The legend of the Anzacs provides this and so much more. The older generations once feared that the sacrifice the Anzacs made would be lost with time. But it is evident that as time progresses, more and more young Australian and New Zealand men, women and children are remembering the sacrifice and are taking the pilgrimage to where their forefathers fought and died. The youth of the 21st century are inspired by the selfless acts of courage, the brave feats performed, and of those soldiers past and present who have sacrificed their lives for us. One thing Australia can be positive of is that the young Australians of today respect and honour their sacrifice.
There aren't words to describe it really, but it's because of them we are here today, and I do know that their spirit still lives on.